And it was so much and it was so intense that I began to believe and become those things. So my next lesson for all of you in this room is, we all have head trash. Okay, and head trash. What is head trash? Head trash is my affectionate word for this internal dialogue that takes place between our ears. We all have it. And head trash is the garbage that we don't need, that we buy into. For somehow we collect it, we keep it, we listen to it, and we just, so it's head trash. That's what it is, it's garbage. So what did we learn about this? My brother, I went to see my brother a couple of weeks ago, and he said to me, "Jeannine, do you talk to yourself?" I said, "All the time." He goes, "You know," he said, "I used to think there was something wrong with me." I go, "No," I said, "You're just responding to all of the dialogue that's going on between our ears." Okay? Here's what we need to do. That stuff that goes on between the ears is meaningful stuff. Okay? And it affects us every single day. We just have to decipher and discern which voices serve us and which ones don't. So here's the deal. We need to start paying attention to the dialogue that's going on inside the head. And we need to know, we have to ask ourselves a couple of questions. First of all, who's talking? You know, who is it? You know, is it lessons that I've learned that were given to me when I was a very young child that I never questioned? An example would be, I used to date a guy who was very quiet and very introverted, very accomplished and just very, introverted. So finally one day I looked at him and I go, "You know, you really did take it literally when your mother said, 'Don't talk to strangers.'" Right? And so he laughed, sort of laughing out loud. He goes, "You know what?" He goes, "I think I did." You know, he never challenged that, so he never talked to people. Well, we have all of those messages. They served us at one point, and as we evolve, as we grow, as we become more capable of making or assessing the information that we're receiving, we can make better decisions. Well, this head trash stuff has to be kept at bay. Sometimes it's great conversation. It helps us to contemplate. It helps us to reflect. It helps us to go through a series of events. That's good. Sometimes it's detrimental in that it's hurtful, it's scathing, it's cruel, it's critical. That's what I refer to as the inner critic. If the inner critic is talking, and sometimes it's just our inner critic picking on ourselves, or it could be somebody else's voice that we know, or maybe we respected at one point in time, that inner critic has to be shut down. Now, the only way to shut down the inner critic is to call on the inner coach. The inner coach is the encourager, the supporter. You can do it. Yes, you might fall, and it's okay. Try anyway. Okay? I have become the master of putting my critic at bay. Because the minute the critic comes up, it just does. It just kind of pops up, and ooh, I'm in unfamiliar territory. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm scared. Okay. Well, I then go, wait a minute, breathe. The inner coach comes up, breathe. So what? It's new. This could be exciting. Try it. What's the worst that could happen? You don't do your best and you try again. Okay. So it's a balancing act. And when we become proficient at that, we are going to be able to successfully shut down all of the things that are stopping us from getting past those hurdles that we all have in life. Whether it's a business hurdle, whether it's a relationship hurdle, whatever it is, that belief needs to be challenged, and it's up to us to challenge it. So my advice to you is, when you start hearing that head trash go on in your head, start questioning where it's coming from, and start asking yourself some different questions, because that will help us to call more upon our inner coach, who will help us and show us the way to the success that we desire.